The RTX Supers are coming in early 2026. AMD says tish to the Nvidia Intel deal. Xbox Game Pass price increase is coming along. We're also going to cover Silent Hill F. Fallout London team is still alive and well, and they're even going to release a DLC. That and more, so here we go.
Welcome to the Extreme Gaming Podcast.
Welcome to Extreme Gaming Podcast episode 301. We had our 300th last week. And if you didn't see it, go on YouTube. You can see the video of all the things we do, and you'll enjoy the 300th and the special stars that were in it too, because there's a few of those. Anyway, I'd like to introduce the rest of my buddies here, so take it away, guys.
Hello, I am Trev. As always, I hope you are all well.
Cool. And I'm Matt, also known as Irish Guardian on Twitch Arena. Hello.
And I am Hans, known as Meggle from Hell.
Very good. So you guys are doing well, I hope?
Yes, always.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll start out with some hardware tech news. A couple things I picked up that I saw. Basically, AMD is coming out with Fluid Motion Frames 3. They call it AFMF3. I got to remember all these things, man. I don't think this picks some easier words or something. I don't know.
It's getting a bit clouded now, isn't it?
It is. You you just got to read between the lines and what? In any case, they said that somebody spotted this in drivers. They say it's possibly launching with FSR Redstone, which they've been talking about for a while. That it's not out yet, but it will be. Basically, AFMF is their frame generation solution. But the difference with this one, what I thought was kind of cool, is it can be toggled. It's all within the drivers. So instead of having in-game, it's in-game integrated with the drivers, but that means you don't have to worry about anything else other than that. And I thought that was kind of cool, because if you can, essentially every time you download a driver, it's like a new software or an upgrade, to whatever they're doing. Not sure how they do that, but I think it's pretty cool. Basically, they said this will mean that games that don't carry frame gen or FSR support can still take advantage of boosted FPS and smoother gameplay. So, I guess AMD continues with their you can use it on anything technology, which they've been doing a lot. And I think that's wonderful, because that really helps a lot of us out there. Even if, Nvidia has 94% of the market, I don't care. Keep doing good stuff like that.
Yeah. It's open source.
They said Redstone is a part of FSR 4. It'll be breakthrough for AMD in the upscaling and frame generation department. It brings along several different technologies, machine learning optimizations. I want to see that work. Work right. Upscale frame gen alongside neural radiance caching and path tracing improvements. So, kind of like I'll believe everything when I see it, but I wouldn't put anything past AMD, because they've done a lot of things like this before. I like them because AMD doesn't really care about what everybody else is doing or whatever. They just kind of plod along with what they're doing, and apparently they're doing it right. So can't really knock that. Anything from you guys on this?
I would rather they make their own chips. I think I've said that before, AMD, and then they would be officially the Billy Big Bollocks of the chip making designing world, because they have some of, if not the best chips on the market design wise. Them and Apple probably edge it, but they've got a niche kind of environment, don't they?
Yeah.
AMD kind of cover everything, but if AMD actually opened up their own fab, in the long run they'd save money. But obviously it cost a shit ton of money to actually do that. It's billions to start your own fab. So
yeah.
I don't put past the fact that they're using more on the software side of things, if it can be done. And if it can be done to all our satisfaction, then yeah, they save a lot of money. I think they're looking at that. They obviously are. Why would they include it in drivers and find different ways to do it that way if they weren't, trying to save cost, instead of passing the costs on to us or something? Nvidia. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just going to say though about frame gen. I'm a bit of two minds on that one. On the one hand, frame gen is a really cool technology, right? When it works, it's kind of like magic, so to speak. But on the other hand, it also gives incentive to developers and even Nvidia and AMD themselves to stop innovating with the raw performance of their hardware. And that is something that is a bit bugging me about the whole frame gen situation. I mean, we're going to talk later about Borderlands 4, right? That game plainly doesn't run without frame gen. It can't be done, not even on a 5090. And
well, that's because it has inherent problems.
Yeah,
so.
I know, but that I think is the downside to the frame gen.
Yeah.
They just say turn on frame gen and everything is solved. It's like, okay, but okay. But anyway, I like frame gen still, so kudos for AMD for doing it open source.
I think, like you've said before, and we've all said, if you use it too much, it's not good. If you use it just enough for a certain reason, fine. Like for me, it's like I don't mind doubling my FPS. That's fine. I don't need 3 times or 4 times. I mean, unless I'm doing 15 FPS. I mean, maybe I would use.
If you have 15 FPS, don't even bother turning on frame gen.
Yeah, exactly. Something's going on that's wrong.
Don't even bother.
Yeah, they usually say you need something decent to pull from.
You need a decent baseline FPS. Most people say 60. In my opinion, it's more like 45, 50.
But also as well, the resolution as well has to be kind of decent as well, you know. So, but Hans is right. Like ideally 60, at least 45, 50.
45 is the bare minimum, to actually see something about it, and especially when you use like 3 or 4 times frame gen, then it becomes very muddy at that point because some games are just unplayable with 3 or 4 times frame gen. I actually don't know any game that is playable with 4 times frame gen. There's a few out there with 3 times frame gen, but 4 times I haven't seen any user case for that one yet. So
it's fun to play with, but when you start going frame by frame and you see he has a sword in his hand, and the next frame the sword's gone, you kind of know you're pumping too many frames out. Like,
Hans, this is why I've always said to you guys in the past that I wish you had the option to actually choose which level of frame gen you want, because obviously the 5000 series cards do up to 4 times, don't they? So it would be nice, but if you could get an option in a game, if they opened up that API, Nvidia, to go, right, I would like to use 2. I know you can give me 4, but I'd only want to use 2 because that's all I need.
Yeah.
I don't need 10 million frames a second, you know, so I only need 5 million frames.
I can say lossless scaling again, because you can do 1.1, 1.2,
yeah,
1.4.
The thing with lossless scaling is, okay, it's a good program and it works, right? But if you compare the quality to, let's say, native frame gen and lossless scaling, there's a clear winner in this one, right? Which obviously is native frame gen.
That depends on what we're talking. What we're saying clear is. Clear on what? 4K? 1080p? 1440p?
Don't even bother doing frame gen at 1080p. That's another one of my hot takes.
Right.
So, because then the base resolution output would be just too low to do anything decent. But what I mean by that is, let's say, I'll take Elden Ring now, for example, right? If I use Elden Ring with lossless scaling, you see this whole, like, U around the character, right? Which only appears with lossless scaling. So those are the kind of problems you can have. I mean, but don't get me wrong.
For $7,
there you go.
You know.
It's a magic program for the price that it is. So, and it has helped me in like a few like RTS games and something. It's really magical.
You know
at some
what might help on that one, and I don't know this for sure, but lossless scaling has a Discord, and I notice when I go in there, a lot of people are asking specific questions on specific games.
Yeah.
And they'll say something like you say, and they'll either come back and answer and say, you know, we'll fix that in a future thing, or they'll say, try this, 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 and it disappears.
No,
you know, and stuff,
great.
so.
I mean, I'm actually pro lossless scaling, so don't get me wrong.
So am I for sure. But it's especially useful for the people that can't afford a much bigger card. They can get at least some benefit.
Yeah, but I mean, take people, let's say a 3080 Ti or 3090, right? Which are still really great cards, but they can't use any form of frame gen. Lossless scaling to the rescue. I mean, at least.
Right, exactly. Absolutely. It reminds me, you know, the other day it was funny. I was going through some old computers. I got to start getting rid of some of this stuff. And here I find one of my old computers, and there's my 1080 Ti.
I used to have 2 of those.
Really?
I seriously am going to take it out, and I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to keep it as like a memory keepsake. Like,
why would you not sell it? You'll get money for that.
Not a lot.
It's
I don't even get a lot for it anymore.
I think just a few weeks ago the 1050 Ti was finally beaten by a 4050. I think in native.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sad by the way
Cool.
because I love the 1080 Ti. So.
I'm gonna put mine under glass, like Matt said. Just have like a plaque on it and stuff.
We will never get another card like a 1080 Ti again from Nvidia ever.
Maybe I should, Matt, what do you think? I should put maybe like little LEDs that are like spotlights that shine like
like cinematic sort of.
Exactly. And then maybe I should get a thing that'll rotate it. So the whole card just goes around like this. And
that card is the actual
get the fan to move.
So.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
a good idea.
All right, to move along, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the RTX 50 Super Series. Apparently, the rumor now is that they will launch between March and May 2026. Everybody was thinking that they were going to be at the CES show in January, but apparently, unless they do something different, they won't be ready, which is kind of dumb. They should have had it ready for the CES, I think. But in any case, they haven't nailed down an exact date, so it's a little bit weird between the time of months or whatever it's going to come out, but it's on the way. They said the Super Series is expected to debut at higher memory variants. We've all known that. Of the existing 70 and 80 class GPUs, this includes RTX 50, 5070 Ti, 5080. We don't know if Nvidia will also debut the RTX 5060 Super Series. I've been hearing they're not going to bother. I don't know. Because they're going to have to give more VRAM, and at that point, you might as well just go for the other ones.
Yeah, true.
They don't think there's going to be a Super 5090 because they already have 32 gigabytes of VRAM, etc. But they also expect that the 5070 will probably get 18 gigs. The 5070 Ti Super will probably get 24 gigs of VRAM. So
you're buying us all one. That's awesome. Thanks.
So basically, if you look at the numbers, right, of the Super Series, the leaked numbers, so that's speculation still though. It's basically the same card, but just with more VRAM. There's a bit faster memory, but when it comes to raw FPS power, I don't think you're gonna see much of a difference between the 5080 and the 5080 Super.
I don't even like the whole idea of doing the super cards. I haven't liked it since they first put out the supers. I was okay with the TIs. I still think they probably don't need to do that either, but I was okay with the TIs. Then when they did the TIs and the supers, I'm going like, come on, man. You got a regular, you got a super, you got a TI. You might as well come out with a super TI next, and and then
don't give them
Super TI OC.
Oh, there you go. Right, exactly.
So, but there were a lot
definitely all gets to be much.
Yeah, there were a lot of people, complaining about. I just bought a 5080, and I'm like, please don't worry about it. The 5080 is still more than enough for now, and the Super Series is not a real. If you already own a 5080. The 5080 Super.
You don't get that.
No upgrade. So
you only ever get the Super Series if you never got the gen that's it's attached to the 5000. You then maybe go from a 4000 series to a 5000 Super Series. Yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah, it is. So
I'm happy with my 4070 Super. And even I know I only have 12 VRAM. That's the only downside. But I'm not really. I don't see a difference.
What resolution do you play on again? I forgot.
I only play 1440p.
18-bit.
That's
18-bit. Sure.
Gray hates pixelated games. So it's,
no, pixelated games are not me. That's why. Silk Song was kind of cool because it wasn't an old style pixelated. It looked gorgeous.
It is.
I haven't played it yet, but I'll
pretty
get around to it.
Which, by the way, I still haven't finished.
Ooh.
So
is that because you're still challenging the last boss, or you just?
That's because I gave up for now and started another game. That's the reason.
He gave up.
Okay. You got pretty far, considering.
I kind of must admit defeat, and I will probably need to, at some point, use a cheat to get the last boss down. And I am sorry, I'm old. What can I say?
You're just taking a break. You're not down yet.
Yeah.
Last week we talked a little bit about this whole Intel Nvidia deal, collaboration, whatever you want to call it, which did shake up the market and stuff like that. AMD now has finally replied, and they just basically said, now of course what else are they going to say, but they said that they're unfazed by the Intel Nvidia partnership, and they said that they will continue to provide disruptive technology.
Cool.
Now, if it was anybody else, I would say that was a load of crap. But with AMD, they've done stuff like this, so But I think it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle. But I hope they can manage whatever they're going to manage.
I think, to be fair though, that it's got to be more than laptop space. The thing that Nvidia is going to do with Intel, so it's AMD is not really in the laptop space. They're trying, but they just can't get a foot in the door even there. So.
I think Nvidia said they're going to be putting it in 150 million or whatever laptops, and I'm like,
it's more on the mobile CPU GPU market, so which by the way could lead to a lot cheaper laptops, which is good for the consumer, of course.
Oh yeah,
we'll see how that goes, but I don't think AMD has anything to worry about because they're barely in the laptop space anyway. So,
so who they coming to arrest? Is it Matt or Hans? I think it's
not
Matt.
Me.
You'll never take me alive. Maybe. Well, I don't
hey, look, AMD pretty much rules when it comes to micro PCs and mobile stuff and everything. I mean, they're doing a fantastic job with it. So, they're probably making more money with that than you think.
Absolutely.
They're not like Nvidia because Nvidia is so AI oriented. But if you took AI out of the equation on Nvidia, I think they would be right there with AMD.
Oh yeah. Nvidia has the AI factor. Right? They're light years ahead when it comes to that thing. Compared to AMD and all the competitors, actually, I think I read like last week they set a new record, like 4.5 trillion market cap or something. It was like, what?
Wow!
They still keep going up. It's like, how do they keep doing this? It's like
I don't know, man.
A vicious circle of money. So they invest in their own company, right?
Yeah.
That own company is outsourced, like in slight ways, to AMD's OpenAI. So it's like one big circle where it's an infinite money glitch. So that they got.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Scary.
Yeah.
The only thing that would put me off, or not put me off, but that I could see them having problems is if someone comes up with some type of disruptive AI that would make what they did obsolete overnight. It doesn't mean it'll happen, but it's possible. AI moves so freaking fast.
Yeah.
You don't know. And in fact, a lot of people that invest in AI are a little hesitant because they know that it could be a bubble, and then the bubble would break, and then a new bubble would be blown up, and then that could break, and then a new bubble, over and over.
That's the risk, of course, but I mean, for somebody to do that, what you just say in that hypothetical scenario, that means someone out of the blue would come with something that could defeat Nvidia in the AI space. Seems unlikely. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I mean, they're so far ahead when it comes to AI at the moment. I don't see anyone, at least for now, overtaking them. It will happen probably at some point. I mean, yeah, but I don't think now's the time yet.
It was a good partnership for those two to link up. It really was. They had to, because Intel were just falling by the wayside massively. And Nvidia are the kings for GPUs, but not for CPUs. So two of them working together. I mean, it's kind of surprising because Nvidia don't need to. Like, they're starting to get into the CPU market as well with ARM and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they'll probably do a decent job, so they don't need Intel's help. So I wonder really why they're doing that. It's maybe because Intel is a fab. Nvidia don't own their own fab, so maybe there's a deal involved there somewhere. And when I say fab, for those that don't know, people that actually make the chips. So any company can design a chip if they know how, but there's only 2 or 3 companies in the world that can actually
three,
make
I think,
them.
yeah.
3. Intel, Samsung, and TSMC.
One thing, though, I want to just... What Travis said, I think the main reason NVIDIA went with this partnership is because Intel has an x86 license, right?
Right.
Which NVIDIA doesn't have. And, most programs...
Really?
NVIDIA can get that license.
They never have.
Who has it again? It's Intel, AMD. Who else?
I think that's it.
There's like 3. There's a third or
one?
fourth
Okay,
one.
could be,
Yeah.
I'm not too versed in that one, but I know that NVIDIA doesn't have an x86 license.
Yeah, no,
and
you're right.
Most software
I've read
still
that,
runs on x86. I mean, the majority of the world still use that. And their ARM is pretty good, and they're trying to push it, but now they have x86 at their dispense. So.
I wonder if AMD's disruptive technology will be something other than x86.
I mean, it's a big gamble, that, if it is, man. That's
Maybe.
like... I don't know. That's massive. That's like, it's even bigger than changing version of Windows.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah.
The article that I was reading says and they don't really have any information beyond this, but they said what to expect from AMD in the future APU lineups. They have Medusa Point coming next year. I don't know what that is, but cool name.
Yeah.
And then they have Gator Range planned for 2027.
I'm thirsty now after that. Sorry, I want some Gatorade now.
These names of these companies are always so cool, aren't they? I mean, look at Intel. They had Battle Mage, right? And then Celestial Battle Mage, and then their next generation is going to be Druid. So it's like, okay,
God.
Yeah, there you
nice.
go. That's right. They said both Medusa Point and Gator Range will be based on the next gen Zen 6 CPU lineup, so that could be pretty cool. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe they're.
A quick disclaimer: Zen 6 is also an AM5.
Oh yeah. I thought that was great.
Andy.
Which is
That was
good.
very smart. That's because that means my godlike board can stay godlike for a little while longer.
Great. To be fair, to demigod like. To be fair, AM5 will be around for several more years. Because it's not that old. It's still fairly new. So you don't need to worry about it. None of our boards will get out of date anytime soon. They're AM5, both of our boards, so you're cool.
Yeah.
Mine isn't.
What do you have actually, Matt? I don't know what your CPU is.
I've got i9 12900, I think it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good CPU.
Yeah. That was the last good one.
See, you're triggering me here, Trev. You just triggered me. Why? Because the 4900K has a bad reputation, right? It has a bad reputation.
It's the same as the 13th.
Yeah, but it has a bad reputation for, the grainy and stuff. But actually, when you tune a 14900K, and I mean, this actually requires a lot of work, like RAM timings, undervolting, all that kind of stuff, right? You can actually get a lot better performance than the 9800 X3D, especially in the 1% lows. But again, that is not that easy to accomplish, so I can't do it personally, so, but it is doable.
It takes a bit of work.
Yeah, it takes work, yeah.
But by the way, you're talking about triggering Hans. Here, I got a shirt for you.
Oh, no, not Star.
Intel. Well, I've got one here as well. And on the bridge.
Speaking of triggering, side tantrum. Did you see yesterday what I posted in the group chat about Ewan McGregor coming to?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
200 euros for an autograph. 190 euros extra if you want something written on there.
That's because he's a Scot, mate. I'm sorry, we're really tight. We want lots of money.
Yeah.
But you know what I thought was wild about that is when you sent it to me, all I could think of was like a menu at a restaurant. They have like 5 or 6 different things and the ways that he has to do it, and it's just this is this much, and then put your name, but then put your name on the backside, it's more, and if you got to put a picture of himself, it's more. And they're
to be fair though, Hans, how often do you get someone of that caliber coming to a con? You never get the top Hollywood stars going to.
To be fair though, very rare. Gamescom in Brussels mostly has every year they have like 1 or 2 big stars though. So
that's why it cost. It cost him a shit ton to get him. I think last year
they had Hayden Christensen, which was also pretty expensive, and I just can't see me ever paying like 200 euros as a base price for somebody's autograph. I'm sorry. That's
no way.
Sorry,
if anybody wants mine, it's free.
Please just be my friend, though, and I'll give you the signature for free.
All you have to do is follow, subscribe.
That's why I was involved with so many Star Trek conventions with my buddy. I got all of the autograph pictures for Zero.
That's great.
That's the way to get it.
Yeah.
I went to my first one in the 90s in Newcastle. Didn't even bother with autographs or anything. All I did was grab a t-shirt, a phaser, and a com badge, and legged it pretty much.
Yeah, that's cool. There you go.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Then you got to spray it with like that lacquer spray so it doesn't rub off or something.
Oh yeah. That thing's in pieces somewhere in Newcastle Cemetery. Somewhere I lost it.
Cool.
In West Jesmond, if anybody's there and you find a com badge,
it's
mine.
Yeah.
Next thing, I just want to remind everybody, if you want to join our Discord, it's discord.gg/Extreme Gaming Podcast. Also, check us out on YouTube. If you're listening to the audio podcast, we take the audio, jazz it up, throw some other stuff in it, and put out a video version of it. So you'll see some things that you won't see, or you can't see in the audio version. We also got quick breaks. Those are like bite-sized stuff that we take out of our podcast. So if you're on the run or you're busy, you can check out those, and occasionally we pop in some shorts as well. The next thing I want to talk about, I believe Hans brought it up. Yep.
Great, can I jump in really quickly? Sorry, apologies, my man. There was one other thing that we wanted to really quickly mention as well about the YouTube membership side of things. So we mentioned last week that we launched, we were thankfully partnered on YouTube, thanks to all you great guys that kind of listen and watch and give it a like and a subscribe and all that part. I've been told to do that. Gray said if I don't do that, he'd kill me. You've got to like this thumbs up thing, apparently.
Click.
Or thumbs down. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It helps with algorithm.
Engagement, that's all. No.
There you go.
Yeah, one of them, exactly, yeah. So, apparently you've got to do it. Oh my God, Hans. For those that are listening, he's playing with the little emojis and doing a little thumbs up there. So, yeah, you have to do that. What we done is we launched a couple of membership tiers. Now, we do this purely more for fun, but it's a passion for us. But there are expenses in doing this stuff to the quality we do it to. So it's more about getting a bit of pocket money and putting it back into the podcast. That's ultimately what our goal is here. The most important thing you can do is thumbs up and subscribe if you've not got any spare pennies, because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. It's the most important thing.
On YouTube, if you want to see what's coming up, you can hit the bell icon, and they usually notify you, I think, a half hour before anything's posted or whatever. So, click that too. And like Trev said, we basically just want to cover costs, because over the years it's gotten more expensive and more expensive to do, and we want to maintain or even heighten the quality of what we do. So it's only possible through a subscription. So if you can do it, click on it right now, like 50 times. No.
And if you can't, it's fine. It's free.
I know.
It's free to subscribe. The 2 tiers that we have, there's only 2 because that's all we really want to do. That we don't see any need for more. There's 2. The Gaming Enthusiast, which is $1.99, certainly in pounds, but I think it equates to $1.99 in dollars as well. Not sure about euros. Probably the same again. They just keep it similar. Probably, yeah. And that is what we're going to do. Is the video podcast and any specials we do will be 24 to 48 hours advance access to any video podcast that goes up on YouTube. So you'd have access to the videos before anyone else. That's obviously the big main one. There's going to be emojis and loyalty badges as well, which we're trying to get done up as well for when you comment on videos or if we're ever doing live, stuff like that. So we made it really, really cheap on purpose, because it's not about making loads of pennies, never about that. And then the other tier is more of a, Gray and I call it unofficially the thank you tier. It's called the Pro Gamer, and it's $3.99. Now that's the same perks as the last one, but what we'll do on top of that is, like I say, it's just a thank you tier more than anything else. We'll just do a member shout out. So anyone that's actually done it will actually get a shout out in the podcast every time, and we'll see if we can even bring your name up on screen at the same time. More things might come to it, more perks might come to it later, but you'll be surprised there's not a lot of options they give you to choose from it. So that one's more the thank you, guys. Don't be pressured about that one at all. If you can, great, appreciate it. If you can't, $1.99 is fine, and if you can't, then you can obviously just give it a like and a subscribe, because that's free, and that helps us more than anything else. So cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks, everybody.
Cheers.
All right. We're going to bring this next thing up. I think Hans started on this, and we all kind of agreed. And we wanted to talk a little bit about how AI does good things, because unfortunately, a lot of times when people are looking at AI, and rightfully so, they call it AI slop. And there is an awful lot of AI slop around. A lot of it's on YouTube and other places. You can't get away from it. It's always there. I think YouTube does a pretty good job in trying to keep the real slop off, but it's impossible to keep it all off. But people, I think, that don't understand are kind of thinking that, like, every time they heard the word AI, they go, lost jobs, going to take over the world, Skynet, and blah, blah, blah.
If only.
And right. And it's not to say that it couldn't happen, but it's not something that's going to happen anytime soon whatsoever. I mean, there's been predictions that even if supposedly it was going that way, it would take at least a decade, if not 2 or 3 decades.
Judgment Day has passed.
What if you had 2 5090s instead of 1 5090? Would it be any quicker?
Well,
I don't know, I never
when
tried.
it comes to AI, the 59 is actually pretty weak. So there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Compared to the things we see, but
Yeah.
so I wanted to touch upon the fact that and we have mentioned this in past shows, but it's been a while. I've been following AI since almost the beginning. These guys have as well, and the simple way I think to explain it is in terms of like, let's say a scientist or a medical scientist, when they go to solve a problem, they have brains bigger than ours, but they'll be looking at a particular problem and they'll propose X, Y, Z to solve the problem. But here's where the AI comes in handy. Without AI, they have to do basically whatever type of research to prove their theory, et cetera, et cetera. And generally speaking, that can take weeks, months, years to be able to accomplish. But when you can plug it into an AI that can work 100 times faster than you can, instead of having the normal time scale of like, a year or whatever to be able to get to the next phase, you're going to get there in like a month. You might even get there in a week. So what that does basically is advances the fact of the speed of the technology that you're working with. Let's say medical, or for instance, because that's probably the biggest thing. Then all of a sudden you're going to start finding all these revelations. There's even stuff that are coming out now faster and faster. I know cancer is a big deal. My wife passed from it. But the thing is that I think more stuff will go to curing other types of cancers and so forth at a much quicker pace than it did to this point. Yeah. And so, for example, and it doesn't have to be just cancer. It could be whatever. Even healthy reasons. In other words, like some people talk about wanting to live to 100 years old, but they want to live in the best health possible. Well,
yeah,
there's people studying that, and they're using AI to figure out, how we can get there. So really, it's simple. If it takes somebody 2 years, 3 years to come up with an innovation, with AI assisting, it'll now take a year, half a year, a month, a week, a day.
That would be very fast, but I see what you mean. So.
Yeah. So I don't know what you guys' opinions, but I just kind of wanted to throw that in there because that's an easy way to think about it because it's true. I mean, imagine if you could have, I don't know, like you get the smartest scientists in the world. Imagine if you can clone about 100 of them and they're all doing the same thing. Obviously, they're going to get a lot farther. Well, guess what? Now you don't have to worry about it. You have AI do it and you instruct it what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, and let it go. And then they can now go off onto their next path of what they want to do and come back to this one as soon as the AI tells them they're done. I mean, you just can't do that in the old days.
It certainly helps us out in the podcast. Like it helps us speed things up a little bit on our end, which is great. So it's all our own stuff, but it just helps speed things up for us, and it's only going to keep getting better and better. So it's definitely part of our lives now, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's like not going away.
No, and when people start saying like, oh, Skynet, look, if you go all the way back in history and really study it, every time there's a technological advancement, there's always, always, always people that use it for good and people that use it for evil. That's just the way it is. That's just the way humanity is.
Always remember, like people that say, oh, it's the military and this kind of stuff. The military always is 10 to 15 years ahead when it comes to technology.
Yeah, and NASA as well.
Yeah, but that's NASA. Yeah. So,
so there could be things going on even now. I'm sure there is that we don't even know about that we may benefit. That's actually a good thing that Trev said about NASA because before AI came out, people do forget that a lot of the advancements in normal stuff that we use every day all came from the space program. All of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
a lot of people don't even know that. So.
Oh, a lot of people don't know that.
Also, a lot of cancer research and medical research was all done up in space.
Sure.
So.
On the space lab that goes around, they do study on weightlessness and what weightlessness will do for this or do that, or can it make better drugs? That's
I know that I weigh less on the moon, so that's positive. So.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. There you go.
I like jiggle in other places, but not my stomach. That just doesn't, that don't cut it.
Move along, move along.
Oh dear. Now I gotta say, I did for my uni studies. We did actually a part on AI and healthcare. And on this, I mentioned like the diagnostics and imaging systems where AI now can actually match and even surpass human specialists by detecting cancers, heart disease, and rare conditions from scans and biopsy sites a lot quicker Cambridge researchers built an AI that diagnosed celiac disease with pathologist level accuracy, which is fantastic there. It's also good for personalized medication, so algorithms that can predict what medication and treatments will work best for that individual, as well as reducing trial and error in prescribing medication as well, avoiding unnecessary side effects or even overdoses. Also with hospitals using AI, it's helps to optimize staff rotas, predict patient flows, reduce waiting times, also reduce admin burdens. So a lot less of human people dealing with the admin. They can actually get the AI to go, right, this is what I've done, do the admin bit. So it'll
can it clean the toilets really good yet?
I tell you what, the hospital I went to yesterday, I swear to God, AI could probably do it a lot better. I went into one of the cubicles to use the toilet that I was told to use, and the amount of stuff all over it. I just walked out and went off to a different part of the hospital to use theirs. It was absolutely disgusting. So, AI, hurry up and do the cleaning there, please. So there you go.
You know what? Speaking of what you said, I saw a thing. I don't know what show it was, but it was in a hospital, and they had a small robot, I guess about 2-3 feet high, and basically they were using it to deliver medicines and other things to rooms in a hospital. It was really cool. You just send this thing had loaded up whatever they loaded up its tray, and it was just going in and out of rooms to give whomever whatever. And I was just something like, that's pretty cool. I mean, that saves a lot of time. You know? And by the way, when you mentioned about the AI looking at like MRIs and seeing things that we don't see right away, I also heard a thing about they're taking AI to past information, to past research. So in other words, there could have been like a 5-year-old MRI, and they feed that into the AI, and the AI spots something that no one spotted 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Just by going through old research. So that's another thing that you don't even think about. You always think about the new stuff, but it can actually look at older stuff and pull stuff out of older stuff that you didn't know.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely handy to have. I mean, there's other things that you do have to be careful of with challenges and responsibilities. You got to remember, AI is still a human-made thing. There is going to be mistakes. If you don't double check what comes out of there, you're susceptible to making those mistakes and not detecting those or managing the anomalies in the AI behavior as well.
Yeah, you have to have people that are actually smart enough to know whether this is right or wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't take it for granted that AI is going to be right all the time.
No, exactly.
No.
You got to do your homework. You got to know your sense.
Always proofread stuff they tell you that. Never, because that's when you caught out for plagiarizing. Always proofread, otherwise you will be found out.
Absolutely, yes, yeah.
And we all know that in a few years, Gray will use AI to write his own cheat engine for games. So
you got it going.
I'll make it real simple. I'll just
He's
put
like
it on
NASA
my
on
phone.
that side. Yeah.
Push one button. Beep.
Yeah.
I'll start selling my advice on cheat code. Listen, if you want to know how to do this, just call me up. Or actually call my AI assistant. They'll help you.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything. Just do it.
sit there and rake in the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
It. You see the Spaceballs woman robot come in from the side door.
Yeah.
She needs to be in Spaceballs too.
These people that create apps for mobile games, man, some of them hit on some unbelievable money for some stupid game. What? Yeah, I mean, you look at it, you see, I'm 18 years old and I created, whatever, and they're making all this money, and it's just like, okay,
you just need an idea.
Just take Angry Bird, for example. It's the most stupid concept you can think of, right?
I love that game.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's a stupid, easy concept. And there you go. So,
Oh God! Don't even get me started on things like Roblox. Oh my God!
That is a point of contention here in the house because my daughter's kind of a Roblox champion now. So that's
one of those good evil things. There's some good stuff and there's some other stuff. Anyway, we digress, but that's okay. We always do.
Why not?
We're gonna hand over to Matt. Matt's gonna talk about a few things. So Matt, you want to start off?
Coolio. So what have I got for yees today? So hardware stuff Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to share my screen because I'm gorgeous like that. So what we've got today is... It won't do it now, I bet you.
Well, that's why you're prepared.
Boom, this is why I'm prepared. There you go. The ASRock Radeon RX 9070 XT Monster Hunter.
It's a
Wild
graphics
Edition.
card. Okay.
It's I got graphics of a graphics card. There you go. Co-branded with Capcom, inspired by the new Monster Hunter title. Features an Arc Veld inspired shroud with ivory, silver, and cayenne blue finishes. Or is it cyan? There you go.
Was that Kaiju blue? Kaiju?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Even Kaiju will do even better. Yeah. Echoing the game's monsters' aesthetics, including the artwork on the back plate and the lettering as well along the side of it, which looks awesome. The ship's in collector's edition packaging, making it a lovely display piece. I thought I had one of its box. There you go as well. There we go.
Yeah.
So the architecture is the AMD RDNA 4 with a VRAM of 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 on a 256-bit bus. The clock speeds are running from the game clock of 2400 megahertz and the boost clock of 2970 on the hertz there.
So it's a standard 9070 XT then?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
It's just had a paint job, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's got your usual 3 DisplayPort 2.1 and one HDMI 2.1B on there with power of dual 8-pin connectors, featuring the DirectX 12 Ultimate, FSR, hey, there you go, I got to say it this time, for support.
No pisser fisser.
No pisser fisser yet, just the fisser.
The Fisser's gone now. Now it's just Fisser.
Yeah. The PCIe Express E5.0 on there. It's got the triple fans with striped rigs to improve airflow. So much for my new glasses, I tell you. With air deflecting fins plus ultra fit heat pipes for efficient heat transfer. The nickel-plated copper base for maximum GPU contact, with reinforced metal frame and back plate to prevent sagging. I could do with that, my
No one likes it saggy. No one likes it
Absolutely
saggy.
no. And Polygram Sync RGB, of course, with the custom lighting effects themes for the Monster Hunter logo Ekveld on there.
What do you make of that card? Do you like it visually, Matt? Because I was going to ask you about, like, AMD cards for me don't look as nice as Nvidia cards, and they obviously don't do their own reference design. I like the Founder Edition Nvidia cards. I know they're not the best performant, but I like it just clean aesthetically.
Yeah.
And I like my card to look nice. And I don't know, is that a silly thing, boys? Do you like the card to look
Depends
shiny?
on the model, I guess, because when it comes to AMD, the Red Devil cards, I think they look very cool, to be fair.
Yeah.
And when Nvidia, it's not the first thing I look at. Let's say it like that. So,
Right.
It is nice to have a cool looking card, but it's not a decisive factor in my buying.
Do you not show
options,
off your case though? Like if you have it closed or you have it under your desk, it doesn't really matter. But
No,
if
true.
you've got like a see-through window, you want it to look.
Yeah, but
Shiny.
let's say mine
but
is now
there's
vertical mounted, right? So the case is black. So I wouldn't buy a white one. So.
Okay.
But if it's just black, it doesn't really matter what brand it is. That's what I'm
It'll
trying
just
to say.
disappear.
Yeah, I
Well,
kind of
the
like
thing
the
that-
idea of them, mainly because right now we have a lot more versatility when it comes to graphics card, where you could actually have them wherever you want now.
Is there a price for this one? Because I know they charge a hefty premium for those collector's edition cards. Because my daughter a few days ago sent me a link, like a 5080 Hatsune Miku edition, 1,800 euros. It's like, whoa. It's like,
Yeah, we need to sell you love before we can afford to actually buy that card.
I'm
Man.
not buying that card point blank.
No way.
Yeah. You have to put me point blank to make me buy it.
Definitely, absolutely.
Well, one of the things I don't like about those, they look cool, but in order to see the whole thing, you have to mount the card this way. You can't
It
mount
needs
it.
to be
I
vertical
I
mounted.
changed mine. I bought a mount in so I could actually have it facing up the way so that it looks really nice.
Yeah. It's
a pain
lovely.
to
Once
fiddle.
you got
I
it,
also
there's no
think
going back. So
Yeah,
I know. I have the same problem here now, Trev. So
and you can see the fans. You can know
Yep.
when they turn on and off, and if
Yeah.
they're doing the right thing,
There's-
they're not facing down.
once you have that, that's the first time that I got it. Right? I mean, I couldn't imagine having anything else now. So even if my next case in X amount of years, I need it vertically mounted again. So I want it now. It's
But
Absolutely.
doesn't that block a bunch of uses? I mean, when you're
Nope.
mounting it.
Nope.
Wow.
at least in my case, you got like a large
Well,
amount of
I've got
space
an extra
between
large
that and the
case
window.
with-
So
I got an extra
If you-
large case and
Gray.
a big motherboard. I don't know if I want to do it.
Gray, if you had a small case or even a mid-sized tower and you had a full fat, like 4000 or 5000 series card, yeah, maybe, because they are big and they go up the way if it's vertical. So if you had like 2 or 3 PCI Express items in your case, might get a bit crowded, especially if they're
Oh, yeah.
kind of graphics card size. You might not be able to fit something else in, but
Right.
usually 9 times out of 10 you don't need to worry
Right.
about it. The only thing I found, Hans, was I got one from Corsair
Yeah.
and I fitted it right, but the bracket is not as good as I thought it would be for someone of Corsair. Literally, the bracket sits in place, and where the ports would go for the graphics card,
yeah,
literally. So here's the little slits that come out, the little metal plates
Yeah,
that
yeah.
come out, right. The graphics card sits here. It's screwed in there. So when I put the DVI cable in, DisplayPort DVI, listen to me.
Yeah,
I
I
have to go through that gap and plug it in there. So
that
it's
is- ooh.
not right, right, man. But
that-
it's the one I could find for a reasonable
But
price. and it's
isn't
Corsair.
that more of a case problem, so to speak, than actually?
Might be, but these things are universal and versatile. But it's all right. I mean, to be
No, I
honest,
mean it's not a big deal. I mean, but still,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a nuisance, so to speak.
Anyway, sorry, sorry, Matt. I was just talking about shiny components, you know.
That's right, we do like
Yeah.
shiny. So with this card, I couldn't find a price with it, but they do say it's not just a reskin. They've also besides the RGB UI there, they've actually put in exclusive thermal pads, the Honeywell PTM 7950 and premium alloy
pads.
components for long-term stability.
Yeah.
Okay.
That corporate
For the-
speak.
It is.
The pads are. I've heard of them. The pads are. They'll go around like the power supply part and the memory and stuff, and it'll keep them cool because they don't necessarily need a fan. That does make a small difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it negligible?
I just stick an air conditioner in front of it. It works great.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What Linus
Great.
Tech Tips,
I was
man.
gonna say earlier though, in your case, right, with your godlike motherboard, I would have go for an open build. Right? With a motherboard like that, I would have done an open build.
Yeah, because your room's always
Absolutely.
cool because it's Florida. It has to be, man. So like that, he's right. Actually, you know.
Well,
I mean, an
if I
open
could
build
point
with a
my
godlike motherboard would be so extremely cool.
That is like having a big PP and never showing it off, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just wouldn't do that. You'd have it open ended. The PC that is.
I just
yeah.
stare at my thing, just making all kinds
I
of
bet you do.
interesting patterns and
Why is it over there?
things
Great.
going off.
That sounds
that,
wrong
not like-
if you're not watching the video podcast. Just saying. So.
yeah. He does like to watch his thing. Yeah, doing special
Yes, really,
things.
yeah. Yes. I got an enhanced thing, which is even better.
Oh my god! At your age, well, I understand that.
Yeah,
makes
was
sense,
that from
actually,
Love
yeah.
Honey or
my
from
age, at my age, I need
Secrets?
Does it involve some blue thingies or?
it. Yeah, blue
Yeah.
thing. That's-
He went when he was in the Matrix. You want the blue pill, the red pill? He's like, I'm having both at the same time.
Yeah.
That's right. They use two different things. I'll take them all.
That's it.
Sorry,
We'll all
Matt,
get
carry on,
affect
mate.
and screwed at the same time.
A side note, I think would be cool when you see that these GPUs with the Monster Wilds, whatever on the side. Can you imagine if you came up with a business that would actually make the plates that would fit on the side of your GPU, and then put a whole bunch of different things, not just
Boys,
Monster
quick,
Wild, anything.
copyright it, boys, quick before Gray gets in. Quick.
Yeah,
quick,
yeah,
quick,
yeah.
quick,
Right, I
quick.
didn't say anything. You guys didn't hear
Well,
anything. Nobody heard
Gray,
anything.
that is genius. That is not generally. That's a really good idea. I probably more difficult to pull off than you think, but the special edition cards.
Licensing.
I looked at the Doom one.
Get pulled off.
I
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
the Doom 5080, but it was going to be an extra few £100 just for the design. I was like, I'm not doing that, man. As cool as it would be to have Doom and blood and guts and gore
Yeah.
on my bloody graphics card, I was like, no, not paying that, so screw you.
Depends on
Actually,
depends on
wait,
the build.
I got one better. What if you were able to get and they're out there now, these thin LCD displays like I have on my Godlike board. You put that on the side, and then you don't have to. You can just sit there and program it to show anything on the side.
Do
And
an
you
open,
know anything-
Gray, I beg you, do an open build, man. With that motherboard. For your next build, do it an open case. It's
Oh, great.
Well,
That's
Get one
what
of
our
those
friend...
transformer
open,
ones
like-
that open up.
it's
Great. That's
Yeah.
what our friend was trying to push a little while. Was it last year or early this year? Our friend was trying to push the graphics card mount that had a display on it. Same kind of idea.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mr. Matthew.
Huh. Maybe I'll talk to him about that.
Yeah. Maybe we should remind him. Say, hey.
Yeah, let's have a bigger display that you can just put right there. Like,
Yeah. Take over the whole screen.
and then you can reverse it so
Or the
there'll be a
window.
camera on it, and then you won't know people are looking at you. Like, whoa, shit.
That's
Go ahead,
it.
Matt. Your next
Right.
thing.
So yeah. Okay. Where am I
I
now?
heard there were some bugs.
Some bugs, and I think Hans knows about this as well, so he can throw
This
in.
is- Yeah. Mm-hmm. You really
Yeah.
want to trigger me this podcast, don't you?
Oh
So,
yeah. We have
That's
to.
why you're on,
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
So ASUS has confirmed its BIOS fix for ROG laptop stuttering woes. Hans will tell us whether it is or not. So this is going back from September 29th. For weeks, owners of Asus ROG gaming laptops have been scratching their heads and other things like Gray over mysterious stuttering.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Audio crackles, lag spikes, and even made high-end rigs feel like budget machines. Yes, indeed.
That is a bit
Yeah.
of an overstatement, but okay, continue.
Yeah. Is it just
Were you
laptops?
just looking down at something big?
I was looking at something big. It's
Yeah,
not a
okay.
laptop, though. It's
No,
a
I
desktop.
didn't-
But hey,
Oh boy.
sometimes I wonder. Yeah, so it's officially confirmed that of the culprit, and the fix is finally on its way. It's taken a long time. It's got to go around the channels, around
Yeah, it's gotta go all
China,
over,
Russia,
yeah.
you know.
Doesn't go
blah,
at the speed of the internet.
No, that's it. And AI has nothing to do with it, so it might not work. Anyway, there we go. So the glitch that wouldn't go away. Reports began surfacing earlier in September across Reddit and GitHub with frustrated players like Hans, describing random freezes and latency spikes during gaming sessions, video calls, and even idle desktop use. Independent researcher Zafrek dug deeper and uncovered the root cause. The
His name is Dog Beeper?
Yeah, Zefek. What a great.
That guy actually did a lot of work, by the way, but continue.
Yeah. Is that his surname? Dug deeper. Zefek dug deeper. Anyway, that was brilliant.
Deeper, wider, longer. I don't know. What are we doing here?
Too much blue pills. Too much of the blue
Goodbye,
stuff.
monetization. Goodbye.
Yeah. There we go.
It's all innuendo. That's good.
Yeah. The ACPI firmware bugs were forcing CPU cores to mishandle interprets. The discrete GPU was power cycling every 15 to 30 seconds, even while active.
Nice.
The result, a perfect storm of micro stutters that no driver update could solve. ASUS did respond with after a mounting community pressure, acknowledged the issue on the 26th and confirmed that the BIOS level fix is in development. Beta BIOS updates are rolling out, first for the ROG Strix Scar 15, which was released 2023, and the ROG Zephyrus M16.
By the way,
which
it's
also
just
got something.
that's both different series. So the 15 is 15-inch, so it goes up from there.
And then you got the 16. Yeah. You got stable releases for other affected models, including the 2021 and the 2024 Scar, Strix, and the Zephyrus lines, which will follow early this month in October. ASUS reassured players that installing the beta firmware won't void warranties, though users may prefer to wait for the finalized version. So, Hans, how's yours going?
Before the warranty goes out?
There's a few things in there that are a bit exaggerated because they're now rolling out the BIOSes for the Strix versions, right? And
Yeah.
the problems mainly consist of the quote lower end hardware because it's more noticeable there, and I'm talking CPUs and not GPUs, right? So like if you have like mine is a 14900K whatever it is in those laptops. it's less noticeable there because it's a more powerful CPU. So the only thing I really noticed was a bit of the sudden lag spikes without any, and it was literally like a microsecond, like tick and gone.
Yeah.
And I thought this is just the laptop not being powerful enough, right? And yeah, apparently there was more going on there, because I didn't have any problem in voice chats and all that kind of things, because I do think the 4900K, what does it have, like 16 E cores or something, and a few of those P cores and whatever it's called, so there was a lot of offset there, on the other cores. But people with the lower end laptops, those were apparently pretty screwed, because some were actually unplayable to game on. And how this happens on like the Strix series and the Zephyrus series is mind blowing. I mean, somebody in quality testing had to have seen that, right? I can't imagine that nobody saw that in quality testing. And what about the other Asus laptops? Because the Zephyrus and the Strix line are the gaming laptops, right?
Yes,
I got the Strix 18-inch thingy. So those are very expensive laptops.
They are, yeah.
18-inch, man.
18-inch,
compensating. Jesus, man.
No, because I got a 14-inch screen right in front of me now, so that's a compensation.
Oh, so you are compensating.
Yeah, that's a compensation. Not the laptop's too tiny for me.
I got 90 going across this one.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, you're right. S3 monitors, by the way, guys.
But
It's 3 monitors. Don't.
By the way, I don't need any blue thing for that one. But moving on. But no, I'm just saying
my GPU is powered by those blue things. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah, cool.
I need a bell at the end of mine so I can find it.
As I was saying, those laptops, they cost a premium amount of money, right? Like,
they
if you
are
would have
huge
bought
amount
this
of money.
laptop new back in the day, it was over 4,000 euros, which is completely crazy. And if you pay that kind of money for a laptop, the 5090 goes about 5,000 now.
Oof.
A laptop, then, I mean. So
Yeah, and let's not forget, when you get one of these models, say a 5090 laptop, it's actually the equivalent of, is it either a model down or a gen down, Hans? It's the equivalent of a 5080, isn't it?
Oh, no,
Or 5070.
not even close. I mean, my 4090 laptop, right, is about the equivalent, I guess, 4070 maybe? Maximum.
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
it's
On
one or
desktop,
two
that
down,
is,
isn't it?
But here's the kicker. The 5090, the upgrade, is only 7 to 9% faster than the 4090. Right?
Yeah.
Which is a generational leap of nothing. That's not a leap. We are talking about 2 to 3 FPS in games.
But they're going to charge how much more?
Yeah, they cost about 5,000.
Physics is a thing, boys. So
Especially when you
you've got
throw
to
it.
keep these.
And the thing is, those laptops, then you could say, okay, use multi-frame gen. They're not powerful enough to use multi-frame gen in the first place. It's a bit of a... How do you call that in English? A false dichotomy, so to speak?
Yes,
so,
yeah.
And then why have you got it in a laptop then you go to the desktop?
I mean,
What's the
don't
point?
get me wrong. I mean, what the 4090 and 5090 laptop can do is awesome, right? It's a laptop like 5 years ago couldn't do all that stuff. What you're doing now. So I can game on that thing without any compromises whatsoever. Unless it's Indiana Jones. That's another thingy. But I mean, if you pay that amount of money, right, it should work.
Yes, yeah.
It doesn't
absolutely.
matter if it's overpriced or not. If you as a consumer pay that amount of money, it should work. And I cannot fathom that nobody has seen this in quality control. And they must have seen it, and it was like, okay, it's no big deal, we just ship it out. That's what I think happened. And
No, I'll tell you exactly
somebody
how it
is going to
goes.
find out eventually.
Yeah.
Hans, how it goes is simple because money's involved. They come in there and they go like, well, we need to get it out. Well, yeah, but there's one problem with it. Well, yeah, but that's not big enough to risk millions of dollars. Put it out now.
They'll blame
Like,
everything
okay.
else before they blame us. We can deal with it.
And you can bet that this problem has been going on longer. You're now
it's
talking about
going on.
2023 to 24, which are the newer gen laptops. Right? I'm probably sure that the older, like the 30 series laptops, have the same problem. Because at its core, it's the same firmware they're using. So this is just a...
I think if you got anything older than 2023, you might as well junk it.
Dude, but that's the problem with laptops, right? If you got a premium laptop, they cost also a premium amount of money. I mean,
They do.
let's
There's
be
a
honest,
lot of money. Yeah.
they're not worth the money, right? Let's be honest about that one. They're actually not worth the money. Who in their right mind would pay 5,000 or 4,000 for a laptop?
Well, maybe they have a better profit margin on them, so.
I must hope so.
Maybe. Yeah.
But they're cool. I like them. So
Yeah, if it works with that.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway, so Matt, you got some like real hardware to talk about.
Hardware. Yeah. I don't know whether this is new, because I think we heard about this before, and I think I mentioned it a while back now. So the Thrustmaster eSwap X2 HD controller for the Xbox and for the PC.
Did you buy that from Love Honey?
Well, yes. I got kicked out because of it.
I think that's a
I
UK
thought that was a
thing.
master thruster. Oh no, wait a minute, that's another.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dear.
So yeah, so this one is a little bit different. Let me see if I can grab it there.
Shaped like a.
Should-
Never
should-
mind.
Shape.
Do you
I'm
need-
just going to show
do
you
need
this.
that- Oh, I thought it was like a blue pill. You need
Wow,
that.
look at
Okay.
that.
Whew. Yeah, so they
Elden
got
Ring.
Wow.
different types now,
Sounds-
which I'm sure.
I
What are the plugin
Where's that
things?
music coming from? Anyways, yeah.
Matt, can you explain that for the old
I will.
audio listeners for me?
Sorry, but there's music that I never even put onto this, but there is. There you go.
Elden
We don't
Ring.
hear anything.
So-
Pre-order.
We can't hear it.
Yeah. Good. So it's featured around a price of 139 for the basic model to 179 pounds. It's got the Hall Effect HEART technology that uses magnetic sensors instead of traditional potentiometers. It eliminates stick drift, the bane of everybody's problems
man.
there. Yeah,
Stick
yeah.
drift. I have this Xbox controller, right? Official one.
Yeah.
It's insane how many. It's,
Yeah, always. It also maintains precision over time, accurate 0.1 degree for movements. I'm going to stop that because the why is the
because we're
music
getting
still
dizzy.
going? I'm getting dizzy. My head's going boom, boom, boom with the noise that's making. I didn't even add music to it. What the heck?
We can
anyway.
hear it, man.
But
It's
that,
fine.
that
You're
control
lucky.
looks cool. I mean, that control
It
looks
does
cool.
look good. Yeah, so that was the. I can't even remember now because it's moved. Hold on.
I also noticed that everything seems to be
Elden
modular
Ring.
because there was these they were plugging things in and out.
That's
on it
right.
and stuff.
So you have hot swap sticks and triggers and D-pads on there. So they're all modular with an included screwdriver. So they are screwed in. I actually thought they were just magnetic. So they
They just gave that free to use on something else.
they are. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So the switch, you're able to switch between symmetrical and asymmetric.
Asymmetric.
Thank you.
I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
You know.
Asymmetric.
Yeah, that's it. You can have this way, you can have it
Yeah.
that way. There you go. Why don't I just put that down?
We know.
Yeah.
We know. Speak English here.
Yeah, that's and extra back buttons for remapping as well. The mechanical buttons are 64% faster response time than the membrane buttons that they have before.
Mechanical buttons on a controller. That's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And of course, the actuation distance has been shortened down to 0.3 millimeters. So the customization is the Thrustmaster X software lets you tune the stick sensitivities, trigger levels, and to remap the buttons to do whatever you want, rather than having a typical Xbox
Wait a
push
minute.
push.
Whatever we want.
Whatever you want. Yeah. I wonder if
What
vibrations
was that?
better there
What
as
was
well.
that UK? What was that? Was it Woolworths? Matt, whatever you want. Remember that song, the advert?
Yeah.
What was it?
Everyone-
Was it Woolworths?
Was it Woolworths?
Whatever you want.
Woolworths. We used to have one of those over here.
Yeah.
Wasn't
whatever
it-
you
They went
want.
out. They went out long ago.
It was the
Yeah.
catalogue guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
it
now
must
you're
have been
going
them.
back. I thought I was old. You're going back to catalog ordering.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
The
Yeah.
hell's a catalog?
Yeah, those are the days.
If I ask my daughter, she barely knows what a catalog is. If I ask my grandkids, they go, "What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Ordering from a book?
Yeah.
We just go online, man."
I always tell them, I'll grab the Argos catalog as well on the way home. They're like, yeah, what?
Yeah, I know.
Get the phone number of the yellow pages. So,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know what's funny though? Speaking of catalog, you think they were long gone, which they are, right? Every once in a while, though, Amazon sends a catalog. They just sent one today before the Prime Days.
Never got anything. I got a
It's not
digital
very
one.
big. It's not a very big catalog, but apparently they found out that people are actually reacting to a catalog.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's been a whole AI algorithm,
Just
to
for you,
that.
Greg.
So.
Yeah.
Matt, I think it's actually Argos.
Argos, yeah. I was
There
thinking
we go.
Burger King, wherever you want it that way.
But it's the status quo. It's whatever you want by
Yeah.
status quo.
Yeah,
British
whatever
rock
you
bands.
want,
I know
whatever
Status
you
Quo,
need.
so
Yeah.
many people have used it. Anyway, sorry, that's more of a UK thing. I'm sorry if anyone else out the UK is like, what the hell are they smoking?
Okay.
I'm not telling you.
No. They know by now if they've listened to this show.
Absolutely. So it's only wired version. There's no wireless options there, and it weighs 300 grams.
What? Wait, whoa.
Yeah.
You get such a fancy thing and all, and it's not a wireless version?
Yeah, but why
Yeah.
would you, Matt? You wouldn't, though, Gray. It's that premium. The best quality connection is always wired, no matter how
Yeah.
good wireless has
Yeah,
got.
right.
And it stops you losing it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah.
Hardwired.
Yeah, so the prawns, as you know, pros. So prawns. The pros are
Prawns?
excellent precision, great for esports, great responsiveness, drift proof.
Esport? A controller.
Esports. It's in the controller.
No.
Great for players who want to tinker with layouts as well.
Day one.
Yeah, it's very similar to the previous eSwap X2, which was the main upgrade with the Hall effect sticks, which is still wired. And some of the drawbacks are the price, and the price is a bit hefty for a controller.
I want to know where they ever got this name Hall Effect. Whenever I hear Hall Effect, I mean, I know what it is. I just think like something down my hallway is going to be like, happening. Like, it's a Hall Effect. Look down there.
All effects premium, mate. It's the best of the best.
Yeah.
No, I
the only
know,
Hall
I know.
effect I've got is a poltergeist going through it.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
A Hall Effect.
Tumbleweed.
Maybe they wanted to call it hell of effect, like hell of an effect, and they just kind of like, went with the hall and stuff.
That's it.
We're full of them today, the ladies and
We
gentlemen.
are.
Trev,
Yeah.
help me.
We got
Help me
them.
here, Trev.
Oh yeah, well we're screwed, mate. I've been sucked into this a long time ago, man. It's, you don't get extra pay or nothing for this, man.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
that's
look, we've
it.
had people. Wait. Just to
You do
answer
get
Helen's, though, we've
compensation
had
with
people
extra therapy.
We've had actually people.
True AI.
People.
Yeah.
Wait. Listen, we've had actually people contact us telling us that they listen to the rambles that we do more than anything else sometimes. So we keep it up, man.
It makes it unique.
It does.
Oh, that's for sure. No doubt about
Yeah.
it.
So you're just telling me that they love me.
Yeah, you tell yourself that, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever helps, man. Whatever helps.
Are we ready for Trev yet there, Matt, or what?
Oh, we're ready. Yeah.
Oh,
right.
I'm coming
I
for
bet
you.
you. Yeah, dirty bugger.
We'll get some. That's not talking. It's some hardware tech news for you lovely peoples. I'm going to start with the main subject that's pissed a lot of people off, and I want everyone's opinion on this one because it's kind of relevant and important to us. The good old Xbox Game Pass price increase has come to pass again. They increased their hardware not once but twice this year, and now they've increased their Game Pass. What they've done is they've actually put it into a few different tiers, and what I'll quickly do at the moment is just quickly share this tab, and you'll see exactly what I mean. So I'll blow that up a little bit because Gray's peepers are not what they used to be.
Oh my.
So, well, yeah, yours as well, my man. Actually, then I can't see everything I do. That's I'll need to actually shrink it a bit. But yeah, so they've got 3 tiers now: Essential, Premium, and Ultimate. Notice all of these now include cloud gaming, right? All of them include cloud gaming. The Essentials tier is essentially just 50 games, what will be mostly crap. It will cost 10 doll hairs a month. And it enables you to basically play online, which shouldn't be a thing because PC it's free to play online.
Thank you.
Yeah, it should be a thing, but the consoles do it. So,
Did PlayStation bring that in first? We had to pay for a subscription to play online.
Yes, and then Microsoft followed them. And then Nintendo do it as well, kind of.
Stop triggering me, please.
Yeah, so you get
You get triggered on everything.
Yeah.
boys, simmer. So that is the main
His
essential
blood pressure's
tier.
going to go up.
That's the thing that's you'd only buy that if you did play online with your friends and you want the odd free game, or included game, $10 a month, fine. Premium is the one that a lot of people will downgrade to or actually buy, and you'll see why when we get to Ultimate in a moment. It's 15 doll hairs. It includes everything that was mentioned before, but it's got access to 200 plus games. And it says also new Xbox published games within a year of launch. So you won't get
Not
them
day
immediately.
one?
PlayStation, no day one.
No, there's no
PlayStation,
day one.
PlayStation,
no Call of Duty.
PlayStation do this as well, by the way. They don't do them at the start most of the time, which is fine. They're going for a different tangent. I get that. I don't think that's too unreasonable, but like Hans says, COD's not there. You would get COD probably a year later. So if you're into COD, this is not for you. But this will be the most popular tier, boys, going forwards. Now, the last tier, Ultimate,
20 comma.
that is it's a 50% increase from $20 to $30. Absolutely
Jesus.
disgusting.
That is disgraceful.
Disgusting. So what you get here, 400 plus games.
Yeah.
Hey, behave, you naughty boy, Matthew.
That's right.
I'm putting you in the sin bin. You get access to 400
By
games.
the way,
So
I have Ultimate, but I'm not paying that, of course, right now.
no, I have
Same,
Ultimate
same.
too.
Yeah.
You get double the games. You do get COD in day one. You get more credit that you can earn for store reward. It's a bit of a shit thing that I don't really worry about that too much.
I mean,
It gives you more Ubisoft Plus classics and EA Play included. EA Play is already included,
That's
so
already
you get
included,
some.
yeah.
But Ubisoft Plus classics are not in there. But if you want to play old Assassin's Creeds, that's for you. Now, that is the rip-off tier, boys and girls, right
That is.
away. That is ridiculous.
That's a piss take tier.
I believe the PC Game Pass is not advertised in this, but it's separate. They discussed it last week. It was a lot cheaper. It was something like, is it like
I think it was $15 or
$15 or
yeah.
£15?
Yeah, it's 18, I think, 17.99 over here now, I think, in euros.
Is it? So it's probably 13 or £15 or something.
Yeah, but
It went up
wait
by
a minute,
5, if I believe correctly. So
does the PC Game Pass, is it still going to allow
same
day one?
day one, nothing changes.
Okay.
It's more unique because they're going towards PC more and more. Microsoft. If someone doesn't mind Googling that, the PC Game Pass price in the three currencies, euros, pounds, and
quickly
dollars,
see,
I'd appreciate that. But yeah, like it's the rip-off. So what happened is when this came out, their cancellation servers almost went down because everyone was going, screw you, I'm cancelling or I'm lowering down to this premium tier. So really not a surprise at all. What have you found,
Okay,
Hans?
I got the price here. So it's $16.49 in US dollars, which is a weird price, but okay. Then in the UK, it's gonna be $13.49.
Good.
Yeah, so 13. Why 49?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks better.
And in euros, it's gonna be 16.50. So
Right, okay.
or 49,
listen,
whatever. I mean,
boys,
Well, for
that's
us,
still
for us with PC, it doesn't change that much. So that
No, it's not
really,
that much
no.
of a big change.
that.
but
Let's
the
go
thing
back.
is, though,
Yeah.
they know they can't do this on PC. If they would charge 30
Yeah.
euros or dollars or whatever on PC,
oh god, no!
not
Forget
one
it, yeah.
PC gamer is gonna stand for that.
We
So-
get to play
That's it.
online for free, remember?
Yeah.
So
So-
they can't charge for that. Plus, they know that everyone's moving to PC with the price of consoles, and they want cloud gaming to be a big thing. And Steam, the Valve machine, it might come out, and it's just going that way now. The PCs will actually end up taking over. I think
Yeah.
they are
yeah.
more affordable. So, what were you
PCs
saying,
coming
Matt,
back.
before?
Yeah, it's-
Just so you can imagine now they're going to have that, the day one thing. It's going to come out day one, unless you have the shitty plans.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's very obvious, right? I mean, the standard plan is the pleb tier, right? It's just to play online. That's all
Yeah.
it's good
Yeah.
for. I mean,
And
But-
they throw in some 50 classic games to just keep you sweet or something. Hans.
because I think in the Ultimate game you get, what was it called, the Ubisoft Classic Collection or something.
yeah,
they talked
plus
about.
EA Play,
And
Yeah,
something
who cares?
Fortnite Creator, whatever. I mean,
Oh, yeah, I didn't know what that's about. That was,
who cares? I mean,
If you're
like-
Fortnite
Nobody.
silly, you get that on its own. You go to
is
Epic
it?
and get that.
So
Yeah.
what
I hate
I
to say it. I hate to say it, but I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. But when they offer crap like that, they're offering it to people that have no clue what gaming's all about. They just go like, "Well, I'm gonna have these free games."
Yeah.
Wow."
I
Like,
do think though that this emphasizes more that Microsoft is going to be a platform. I mean, Xbox is going to be a platform and not so much a console anymore.
Yeah, that's the way it's going, man.
They
That's the way
said
it's
a
going.
few years ago
Yeah.
everything's an Xbox, right? That's
Yeah.
really what they are going for now, and I can't
Look how they're pushing
imagine
the cloud
I mean,
gaming now.
There's going to be people that pay 30. I know there's going to be
Oh, yeah, of course.
out there, but also the funny thing was, if you like 1 hour after the announcement, their whole website crashed because of
Yeah.
everybody canceling it. But I mean, Yeah,
It serves them right. Nadella is a greedy man. Like, I'm all for companies making a profit and individuals making profit, especially if you have shareholders. I get it. But if you're just trying to bleed people dry, then I'm sorry. I hope your shares take a big dip because you're a greedy man.
Oh, I agree. But let's say you pay 30 a month, right? I mean, that's 360 AO a year, right? So they want the 360 era back, so to speak. But I mean, for that price, isn't it better to buy 2 or 3 games then?
Yeah, but that's what some people are saying they're going to do instead, Hans.
So,
That's
yeah.
because some people only play a handful of games a year because they've got their usual regular games.
Yeah.
And if only they just increased their price by 25%, if they went up to 25, they're increasing it, but then there'd be far less people pissed off. It's the principle that it went up by 50%.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm just glad they didn't alienate us, the PC players. Now, I got Ultimate ages ago because I done the thing where you could backdate. So you could turn the Xbox Gold, remember that, the Xbox Gold, into the Ultimate, and it converted over at like 3-1 or something. And then you just paid for the last month full price and it converted everything. And you could backdate it for up to 3 years. I think I've still got that active until next year sometime. And I've not even get my money's worth out of that. But I think I paid about 360-ish for those 3 years.
Yeah.
So I paid way less. And I won't. Do you want to know something in the future? I will never get the top tier one. Never. But I would maybe some months get the middle one because the middle one is actually decent for me. I do like COD. I would probably just buy that separately. But it's not the same, is it, man? You can never play all these games.
I fathom the idea behind it for who this actually is. So I mean, the Ultimate 10. I mean, so who are they targeting with this one? Because
the Ultimate Gamer.
But even
people
then,
that have no jobs and all they do is play games all day.
Maybe, but
But Matt,
I mean,
Like that, right?
I got the week off.
to be fair though, right? I mean, 30 euros a month, that's usually more than Silksong costs. I'm just saying, right? And that was a day one game on Game Pass.
and you've only so much time, Hans. How do you expect people to get through this catalogue? Not a chance.
I don't know what I really don't know who this is for, but hey, whatever. They do have a huge amount of backlash. So I'm not sure, but do you think they're gonna roll back on this one or not?
Well, remember what they done with the Outer Worlds too? It was going to be $80, and they rolled that back to 70. So if their share price takes a dip, man, I'm telling you, they will because they were just greedy.
I really hope console gamers for once stand up and say, no, we're not taking this.
This is pushing people away. The way things are going, boys, they want Xbox to be a platform, anything's an Xbox, as you said beforehand. They want cloud gaming to take off. That's included in all the tiers now. That's clear. So the next gen of console they bring out will probably be the last one, and they'll bring out a superior, more powerful console than PlayStation to try and get everything they can out of it. And then everything will get pushed online, man. Everything will get pushed online, and it'll be about services. It's only about services.
I agree, because Xbox is not in the position to do these kind of things. I mean, Sony, I mean, say what you want about Sony, but they effectively won the console war, so to speak, right? So they won this generation, last generation, and Nintendo's on its own there, so they're not really in it, so...
Even though the Xbox is more powerful than the PlayStation, it still doesn't make any difference at the end of the day unless it's vastly superior.
If I was a console gamer, I would also take the PlayStation because it would offer more value for what I play than Xbox.
What PlayStation do is so different from... And do you want to know something? I'm glad they've all got their niche things. So Nintendo's all about first-party games.
Nintendo is on their own somewhere. So
they're in their whole thing separate. They have an online system, but it's for their classic games. And that's it's a cheaper thing. Sony go for first-party quality games, story-driven games, which I love. I know some people hate, like God of War and Last of Us and stuff. I love that. They spend $200 million in a game. That's why they don't put them into day one, because that's not their motto. That's not they'll put them in eventually. And I've got one or two things to talk about coming up shortly about that. But you get great value for that. And some indie games and some AA games will go in day one. But you'll get a revolving catalogue, and it's still a good price, but it's now definitely cheaper than Xbox Game Pass.
I also do think though that Sony, they're coming around now, right? Let's say like Sony 5 years ago, like the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 era, they were very closed off. They were, in my opinion,
Nintendo.
Yeah, like Nintendo. Yeah. Anti-consumer. I mean, they milk their consumers for everything that's worth, and now you're starting to see like they're putting their first-party titles on PC, right? Which is a start, and it takes like a year and a half.
And it's getting less and less though, Hans.
There's gonna be a time it's gonna be day and date. They have to do it because they know the money is on the PC also.
Oh yeah.
So they're not dumb. Their companies, all they want is money, and I think Sony has learned that lesson now that exclusivity doesn't pay off anymore. Is it good to push a console?
Look at Xbox.
Yeah,
Xbox doesn't do it. Exclusives.
Yeah, it's true. But they tried with Starfield, and we all know how that went. I mean,
some of the most top-selling games on PlayStation are Xbox titles or Microsoft titles.
I read it, so yeah, okay.
Brilliant. Anyway, we spent. I knew we'd spend a bit of time on that, boys, because it's such a controversial one. Like when my Ultimate runs out, I never play cloud gaming. I don't have an Xbox. I only need the PC Game Pass, and that would only be on certain months, and then I would just leave it because it's ridiculous, and their greed is going to be their undoing, and I can't wait. I'll be there. So moving on from that, gents, the other two articles I've got are actually pretty interesting, but a lot quicker to cover, thankfully. This gets a bit super nerdy in the hardware level of things, so I won't go into detail in the minutiae because then your eyes will start meeting in the middle, and we don't want that. TSMC's plans for next-gen chip production surfaces up with 2 nanometers to arrive in Arizona, their newest fab in the US of A, next year. And then their A14, which is their 1.4 nanometer slated for 2028 in Taiwan, their main location. Now, the reason I bring that up is Moore's Law. Moore's Law is kind of dead, technically not dead. It's supposed to halve every couple of years. That element's now gone, but it is still becoming less and less every so many years. And they're getting down to 1.4 nanometer. And what I mean by that, for those that don't know, is the transistors on a chip, how small they are, right? They're like little gates that open and close, ones and zeros. And the top chips at the moment, the 3 nanometers, have billions with a B on them. They are smaller than a human hair. You have to look at them under microscopes. And now we're getting down to 1.4. I don't know what will be after that, probably 1. And then it'll be probably like 0.7, 0.5. It'll go down that because we're getting down to almost nothing, which is
infinite.
I don't know if it's possible or not. It's beyond me.
I'm waiting for them to go to molecule level. So
Have you ever seen that little YouTube short where they actually zoom in on one of those fabs?
Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
It keeps on going, man. It's like humans created this, right? So
can I give anyone that's interested in this, right? If you like the super geeky technical stuff like me and a couple of the boys do, I would go and look at, and you don't see the details of this for obvious security. You see them making chips in certain places like Intel, like Linus Tech Tips get a tour around Intel, and they have to blur some things, but you see that he's like a kid in a candy shop. It was amazing, and I'd love to see this. Like, all these machines, robot machines, going along like a monorail and go down.
It is insane, isn't it? I mean,
it is absolutely mental, and they had to blur things for security.
We are here, right, complaining about graphics cards. Like, this is crap. I mean, only 8 gigabytes. It doesn't work, and it has billions of transistors in there. It's crazy.
It's not so. Basically, the company that usually takes up most of the latest nanometer orders is actually Apple usually. Yeah. So while you pay a fortune for an iPhone, you get the best silicon. And the reason it takes them so long to get to that stage is they have the machines to make them, but they have to get the wafers, like the big circular things with lots of chips in them. They have to get them up to a reasonable yield before they can sell them. Otherwise, they're losing money, and they cost top dollar. Yeah, but they'll still make 3 and 5 and 10 nanometers for like cheaper things as well.
Yeah. So. Though Apple is the main consumer of fabs from TSMC. Yeah, they have been for years.
2 nanometers might not be the case. Nvidia's thinking, right, we're getting in there.
Could be.
They said they've got a big chunk of the orders now, actually.
Yeah,
So
Nvidia's
it'll
now
be
the
them and Apple.
Nvidia is number one now, right? I mean, Apple used
Yeah.
to be the number one company for many years. Now it's Nvidia.
And
So
boys, that'll be good for us for the 6000 series. We might actually finally get a decent bump this time. So look at it that way.
Decent
so
price.
I find that pretty. God, I find that pretty cool, that news, because like they had to open a fab in Arizona as part of this whole chip thing with Trump and whatnot and tariffs. So they opened that there, but notice the 1.4 nanometer still in Taiwan, baby. That's still their HQ. Don't make them change Trump, you naughty orange man. Anyway, moving on from that, the last thing I've got on my agenda, it's more gaming news, but I squeezed it in here. And I like this because I don't like cheaters. Activision even says it is catching 97% of cheaters in the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta within 30 minutes.
good.
Wow.
Pretty good.
That's impressive.
Good.
What are they using, man? Wow, that's some anti-cheat.
Who cares what
Yeah.
they're using? It's good that they're doing it.
I'm
Yeah,
sure it's
absolutely.
AI, but
It is, yeah.
it's got to be
Oh, that'd be
AI.
part of it, of course. It has to be, man. It has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that
it
is the
says
one
here-
big downside about PC gaming, and especially competitive PC
Oh,
gaming.
yeah, man.
It's the cheaters. You
Yeah.
don't have it on
Oh,
console
big time.
for obvious reasons. It's also there, but it's less than over
GTA
there.
knows all about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
God,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
start me that, mate. No.
They
So,
still do, yeah.
The article goes on to say this is Team Ricochet, so that's the anti-cheat software that COD uses. There's a few of them out there. There's BattleEye, there's Ricochet, there's one or two others. They say our upgraded systems caught them faster than ever, powered by strengthened TPM 2.0 checks. For those that wonder what TPM is, it's a little chip on your motherboard that's responsible for the security of your machine, essentially. So you Google that a little bit more, but you need 2.0 for like Windows 11 and up and stuff. So an automated system's helping to eliminate a large number of attempts to cheat. Those who did manage to slip through didn't last long. Most never made it into a match. You may have seen clips of cheaters in the Black Ops 7 beta. We already actioned on most of these accounts before they hit social media. We're watching closely, acting real time, and learning from every attempt. And this is just the beginning. When launch arrives, every layer of protection will be in full force, and Ricochet anti-cheat defences will only grow stronger. Man, can we use that in presidents and prime ministers?
Oh, please.
yeah.
There'll be nobody left.
That's impressive, man. That's
Yeah.
I find that cool, man. I find that really cool. But yeah, so yeah, just that was a quicker thing. That just means there'll be less cheaters in COD because that ruins it for everyone. But yeah, that's everything from my end for now, Mr. Gray.
All right.
Nice, very nice.
Well, we're going to move on to some more game stuff because Han wants to tell you how he hasn't beat Silent Hill. No.
Or Silk Song.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
it's
yeah, I
up
beat
on
Silent
there.
Hill. I beat Silent Hill.
Yay!
Get away there, Hans.
Do I have to?
Oh, yeah.
I'm really cute about it, man.
Right, Silent Hill F. So I completed it after about 15 hours. I know Konami says you need to play through the game like 5 times to get the real ending, which I'm not doing. Yeah, no,
Right.
it's stupid. I mean, why? But okay, apart from that, let's say you bought the game at the retail price, right? Which is
Yeah.
80 euros. If you bought the deluxe edition, it's 90 euros. And
Yeah.
all you get out of that game is about 15 hours. And I play very slowly because apparently it's about 9 hours to play through it if you play it at a normal pace. Which,
9 hours.
Yeah, which is
Jesus.
it's insane.
Wow, that's
right?
really-
So
That's not good.
then
disgusting.
there's a bit. Is the game scary and is the horror game? Yes. I mean, it has a good atmosphere. There's some really cool Japanese horror themes in there, which is kind of cool to see here over in the West. It's a lot of ghosts and all that kind of stuff. But then there's like this overarching theme, and I'm not really sure how I can tiptoe around this, so I'm just gonna say it, right? The game, I'm not gonna call it woke, but it's very feminist-centric. No, it's feminist-centric, because what happens in the
Is that
Silent Hill...
not part of woke?
Not sure, because Silent Hill always has these deep themes in there, like it's always like the
Yeah.
mental state and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What happens here at the beginning of the game, you piece together that I already forgot her name, the girl you play with.
Oh,
Is-
aye. What?
Yeah,
What was going on? No,
You
that's
play-
disgusting.
Yeah, whatever.
Naughty hands.
I mean, so, and you piece together in the beginning that her father is like an alcoholic that beats her mom and was forced into
Jesus.
marriage. Yeah, was forced
That's a
into
great
marriage.
game. I'll be playing that one.
Wow.
Yeah, it was forced. Yeah, but that's always the deep dark themes of Silent Hill, something like that, right? So,
Yeah.
and apparently it's about in 1960 Japan that that the storyline plays out, and females in Japan, especially in that time, are looked at different than over here, right? So they have to marry, they have to get a husband, they have to do this, they have to be obedient, and she doesn't want to do that. And this whole game, right, revolves around her not wanting to do that, all those stuff that females were subjected to back in those days in Japan.
Yeah.
So just as a reminder, the main protagonist of the game, right? Protagonist, yeah, that's a bad guy, right? Protagonist is a wedding dress. Literally, it's literally a wedding dress. The final boss of the game is a wedding dress. So,
oh my
and
god!
the whole game revolves around that theme.
You're not
They
selling
did
hands
that
for
because
me.
they couldn't. They didn't have enough money to animate
Yeah.
somebody in the wedding dress. So
Yeah,
they
no,
just-
it's a creepy looking wedding dress, okay? But it is a wedding dress, so which is an
This is-
analogy for the whole thing. She doesn't want to get married, and she's scared of all the things that are going to happen, and she rebels against it, which in those days was absolutely not done, right? So that is the theme around the game. Because should I spoil the ending or?
It's been not long enough.
Well,
mate.
there's
Come
5
on.
endings,
Yeah.
so I'll spoil the ending that everybody gets their
5
first playthrough.
endings.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
playthrough, you always get the same ending. So there's no different for everyone. There's a cutscene about, a wedding where 5 or 10 people have been killed by a knife, which is what she did. Because at her wedding, she snaps and she kills everybody at the wedding. That's what you have to piece together there. And
Sounds like Game of Thrones.
yeah, maybe. So it's
red
a
wedding.
very, very dark theme there, and that's when the game also starts playing out in her mind. So during her killing spree, so to speak, you play what's going on in her mind. That's what I pieced together of it. So it's weird. It's typical Silent Hill, but it's weird. But on the other hand, if you look at purely the game, right? Forget about all the messaging and all the thing. The game isn't bad, especially the themes in there, and there's a few jump scares in there, and there's some really nice graphics in there, and really cool visuals about ancient Japanese horror and all these deities and all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool. So I'm a bit of two minds on the game. Is it?
Hans, I wouldn't pay that. But was
No.
it probably $70
No.
or something? Like,
Nope.
see when
80.
you charge that price, 80.
It's 80. The cheapest version is $79.99.
I'm sorry, right? I would never.
Nope.
I don't have
No.
a problem. A game. Listen, I don't have a problem. A game being 9 or 10 hours long. Sometimes, like The Last of Us Part 2 was actually getting a bit too long at one point. I don't make it longer for the sake of making it longer. It has to be quality all the
No,
way through, and that's
true.
almost impossible
And
to do.
it's true. In Silent Hill, they don't stretch it.
So, some games, I played the Stray, that game with the cat. I think that's like 6 to 9 hours long, right? But it was way cheaper. It was like £50, dollars or
There you
something.
go.
So I'm saying, have it 9 hours, but make it a $60 game or something. Stop
not
being
even
greedy,
that.
Capcom.
I am sorry. I mean,
and then what
40
did they
at
say
best.
to compensate, Hans? Oh, but there's 5 different endings. If you play
Yeah.
it 5 more times, then you'll get more out of it. I don't want to play a
just
game
so you
again
know,
once I've
the
played it.
5th ending is the joke ending that every Silent Hill has. It's a UFO ending. And if you play then again, you get a lightsaber. Woohoo.
Oh,
So,
God.
it's not worth it to do. And I mean, do not buy this game at full price. It's
No,
wait
wait,
for
it's
a
way
really good
cheaper.
sale. I mean, 40 at the most new is what this game should cost.
Or get it from other sources.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Like a
wink,
girl
wink,
that is
wink.
really into gym and stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hard,
Disclaimer.
yeah.
So,
Here comes a
No,
disclaimer.
what I want
We're
to
not
say is
telling you
though-
what to do.
I actually kind of had fun with the game, right? The game is really not bad. But you need
Yeah.
to separate the game from the message, so to speak, that is in there,
Yeah.
which is sometimes hard to do. But it's still a good, survival horror game, with exception of the combat, because a lot of people are, it's Souls-like.
Does it run well, Hans?
For me, it
Performance-wise,
went
yeah.
fine, but the weekly caveat is that we have high-end hardware. Apparently, other people
Right.
it's a UE5 game again, so the usual problems arise there. Apparently, on the lower end, which is a damn shame because the game looks really good. And I do believe this game is worth a playthrough. And the combat, that can actually put some people off, I guess. Why? Because there's a lot of dodging in there. And there's something I hate in every game is weapon decay. Right?
Does it feel very different from the other Silent Hill games?
It feels a lot different, especially from the Silent Hill. The Silent Hill 2 remake was, in my opinion, really good. Right?
Yeah.
This is not up to that level. Again, my own opinion.
No.
And, like
That's
I said,
not good.
I hate weapon decay in every game.
Yeah.
Right? And,
I do as well, mate. I do as well.
And I know it's a thing in Silent Hill, I know, but it's something that have always bothered me is weapon decay. I mean, if you go back to Zelda, the Zelda game there, right? You need to switch your weapon every 2 minutes. Like, okay, no, I need a hack for this.
That's the biggest example of it. That's the biggest.
So, no. But anyway, no, to close this one off, I think the game is really good. It's worth a playthrough. It's just not worth the retail price
Money.
it is now. So, no, don't
I'll
buy
wait a
it.
couple of years for it to come down in price, Hans, I think.
Yeah.
Couple
If
of
you buy
years.
it new, maximum 40, and I would say even cheaper if possible. But that's
Okay.
I don't care how great the game is. If you're giving me 9 to 12 hours at that price, nah, I don't care.
No,
I don't care
it's
how good it is.
it's not enough. No,
There's no way.
I agree. No.
Anywho's, so I guess we're back to Trev again. We're going to talk about some more gaming news.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Trev.
Gaming news, baby. I'm following on the Silent Hill train at the moment. I may as well. Hans, it makes sense. We were just talking about it a moment ago. Silent Hill 2 remake, not the original that came out. Was it last year or something? It's heavily rumored.
So.
Was it this? What day? This makes this even more impressive. Then
I'll check that.
may heavily rumored to come to the PlayStation Game Pass, the extra tier and above, which is phenomenal.
No.
But
Sorry,
not too
it
bad.
was last year. I was wrong. It was last year.
probably towards the end of last year, to be fair. So that is very, very impressive to come out that soon. And this is where sometimes they come from left field, Sony, and they go, right, we'll actually bring out this game quicker than you would think. And they don't do it too often, but this is a brilliant game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how many hours it is. Like, it'll be more than Tekken 9 anyway.
I
So.
played the game for 25 hours to get one playthrough. Which
Now we're talking, man.
is fine for this game. So
Yeah.
anyone that hasn't played Silent Hill 2 remake, play it. It's a masterpiece.
Yes.
So
Well, if
I
you've
heard
got
good things.
It's a
Absolutely.
masterpiece, yeah.
if you have the
Did you say it was
PlayStation,
out already or not?
Sorry?
Yeah, it's out.
Is it out?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been out.
it's been out for a long time, mate.
yeah,
It's been
for
out
about a
long
year
time,
now.
yeah.
So
If you have the PS Plus Game Pass when it comes out, download it because it's that's very, very good value. And the PlayStation Game Pass has actually been getting better recently and not been increasing their tiers as much. They had Alan Wake 2 in there at the moment, which, Christ, I need to remember to actually redeem that. I never played Alan Wake 1, but Alan Wake 2 is a kind of premium game.
I finished that also, Alan Wake 2, and the first one I think is better, but this one is visually a showcase. If you if you like Twin Peaks, then you're gonna like
I think I'll
then you're gonna
hate
like
it.
Alan Wake.
No, I hate Twin Peaks, mate.
Really?
I absolutely hate it.
No. Then you might have a problem with this game. So
I'd rather put acid in my eyes. Yeah. The Silent Hill 2 remake is from Bloober Team, who were never known for actually making quality like that, but they've done a great job of this. So it's rumoured to be later this month. So keep your eyes out if you're in the PlayStation side of things. The other thing that was really cool, and this is maybe slightly older news, but we didn't have time for everything last time, was remember the Fallout mods, the London mods that the guys done? They spent ages doing it. Yeah. They're all going into different avenues now. They haven't abandoned this. They reveal the Rabbit and Pork DLC. Yes, you heard that. Rabbit and Pork DLC.
I saw the video on YouTube. Look interesting.
New custom launcher and more. Now, the custom launcher is very important because at the moment it's a faff to get running and I can't be bothered. I have no patience. So a custom launcher will make
that bad
life...
to get going.
I'm lazy, mate. I'm lazy. I've got so little time to do these things that I just wanted to run. You did, mate, but I don't want to follow a guide. I just want to press play.
Yeah. That would
not
help.
too much to ask, you know what I mean?
Please, yeah.
So, this DLC is, of course, it's going to be free. Yeah. There is 8,000 new lines of dialogue. from 80 new fully voiced NPCs,
Nice.
30 new quests, weapons, armors, and mini games, including a new blackjack mini game, 70 new random encounters. I hope that's not the GTA 2 style encounter, or they may be shut down. A new companion and a new home, along with new content. The update also brings 1,400 bug fixes. Guys,
Good.
all
That's
out
good. Yeah,
London,
yeah,
man.
appreciate it.
That is how you do it, boys and girls.
Have they
man.
made
That
the
is-
map
Gaming for the
bigger?
win.
We forgot to say it was all free.
Yeah, yeah.
No money.
It is all free. When the game originally itself was really free, it was free anyway. I'm actually just double checking. Actually, it said something about. I don't want to end up with egg in my face here. It said something about Kickstarter. Now, maybe this DLC isn't free. And do you want to know something? If it's not, I'm not going to be too sad, because the base mod was free, and if they bring out something for a really cheap price, I'm not really that bothered, to be honest with you. It doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a cost, man. Just keep your
It may
eyes
be a
out.
Kickstarter that's more like a donation thingy. You know.
It could be.
whatever.
They're doing a lot. I mean, the custom launcher must have been a hell of a lot of work on its own. So, it doesn't say anything about price. It just had Kickstarter in there. So, it might be some pennies in there. But check it out. I mean, I can't believe it's going to be expensive because of the fact that it was a free game, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Anyway, that, I think I'm probably grey just for time's sake, going to keep the other things until next week. They're not as super relevant, and I'm conscious of the time, and your quiz looks great, so up to you, mate.
That's fine. We can go ahead with the quiz and stuff. That's fine. We always prepare more stuff than we ever do. So
Yeah,
it's
which is
okay.
not a bad thing.
No, it's not, because it makes it less planning for the next time. See?
Yeah.
True. This is what I just found out
All
for
right,
the
we're-
Kickstarter. That's not what I found.
Is it?
Ignore
so, what
So
is
what they
the
say?
cost then?
Don't worry
Thank you
about
for
that
doing
cost.
that, Matt.
There we go. There.
Pennies. As long as it's cheap, I don't mind.
I'm sure it's I'm
Kickstarter
sure
is
it's gonna be
probably
expensive.
choose your own tier, I guess. So,
Yeah.
It'll be 100 euros.
yeah.
Pretty
No.
much. It's a lot.
No, it's not. It's they give you money to download it. Yay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, every £100
I got a few
they give
PCs
you-
here to download. And,
So it is costing, or it's voluntary, whatever.
I think it's.
gotta
Oh, here
be
we go.
voluntary.
I found it now. £10 pledge.
okay.
Oh,
That's
enough.
For a
very
vagabond.
reasonable. Very
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah,
The
that's
Vagabond,
okay.
quite evening.
And
Yeah.
it's £10, so I
You
think
got
that
a
I don't
35
think
for the cultist. So the different barrows there.
Tiers.
There's commuter for 50. Yeah. £80 for the gentry. I can tell you what it gives you if you want. Game design, compendium, tickets, caps, bundles, a doll,
Oh, wow.
a card deck. For £150, you get all that, including little extras. That's the highest tier there.
If I'm doing a $150 tier, I want to be in the next DLC.
It will cost
So
you.
you get a bag,
Great.
a real life bag, game design compendium, tickets and caps bundle, a doll, card deck, extra card deck, or soft enamel glowing pin set.
Oh.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
So great. It will cost you more because they won't, because it's a small
Mm-hmm.
London company. So though it's just whatever the conversion rate is for you.
Yeah.
But I mean, £10
It's not even. Yeah.
£10 is going to be like $13, $14,
It's a couple of pints.
and that.
Maybe.
And that is
It's easy.
nothing for a DLC, man. That is
Oh, yeah.
DLCs cost 20, 30 up.
With a
so,
free
Yeah,
base
yeah,
game.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
And you
I
get stuff
might
with
actually
it.
genuinely get it. But one thing's important. I hope they give you the custom launcher for free. I hope that's not part of the £10 and minimum, because that would be shit.
No. But there's nothing
You know,
about custom
so I
launcher
don't
on
think
there.
so. I don't think so. But yeah, anyway. Sorry,
you know-
Ray. Thank you for doing that, Matt.
That's all right. You're welcome.
You know who the is also very happy about these particular guys that did this was that the devs are probably loving it, because they're not going to put out a new Fallout game for years.
Yeah.
So this is almost in a way keeping people happy, and they didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, no, true.
Yeah.
What a deal!
They need
Very,
to build
very
on that
true.
a bit, I feel. Like when I played
Now
it.
people do. Wait a
none of it
minute.
needs to
People
be
do
just a little bit extra.
Kickstarter. If people do the Kickstarter, is that legal as far as like
No,
the devs
technically
wanting
can fail.
a cut of it?
technically it's like Indiegogo. It could fail, but I think with Kickstarter, you get your money back at least if it doesn't meet its funding goal. But it will meet its funding goal, mate. And they're obviously they're a well-known, they're a now known format and company. So it could fail, but I highly doubt it'll fail, or they will rip you off. It won't happen.
Out of the pledge, they've already got £40,690.
Have they met their target? What's their target?
Yeah. Target was 15,000.
15.
Oh, well, they
smashed
it. That's 3 times.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because people know
there's
how
192 backers, and this was 22 days ago.
When does the goal finish?
I don't know. Does it say? Where does it say?
It usually says there. I'll probably have ages though.
22 days ago, it says on there.
22 days ago it started, so it'll run for a month or two. So it might be nearly done. So get in quick, guys.
Yeah.
That's bargain. That is a bargain. And the thing is, they've already made it, so this is just them trying to get some pocket money in and to keep the business going.
Yeah. Make London bigger.
Make London better. You sound like Trump, man. Make London better.
No.
I like the people there. There were 5.
And we all know Trump doesn't like. We know Trump doesn't like Khan, the mayor. So that could be interesting.
Yeah. For an extra £108, we'll get rid of Khan. We can get rid of him. Can we get rid of him?
We only want the make bigger and better to be something different.
Exactly, man.
All right, here we go with the quiz. Ready? Number 1.
Oh boy.
He's so happy about the quiz, he's choking on it.
Die quietly.
There's a mute button, Anyway, the hugely popular Battlefield game series started with this game, Battlefield 1942. That's the first Battlefield I ever played.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of fun with it, actually.
Sorry.
The popular series is developed by DICE, Digital Illusions. In which country was DICE founded and is currently based?
Sweden.
Stockholm.
Sweden. Somewhere in Scandinavia. That's all I know.
Sweden.
Stockholm. Go on.
Well, I'll give all you guys very good. Sweden. I thought that would be a harder question. You guys got that one right away.
I'm a geek about that kind of stuff. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Number 2, for all geeks. No, I'm not kidding. And number 2 is in the 1995 LucasArts adventure game, The Dig. You play as a group of astronauts with the mission of digging down nuclear bombs in an asteroid heading for Earth, Armageddon style. When exploring the asteroid further, the astronauts discovered that the asteroid is in fact
a spaceship.
What's the answer?
Banana.
Spaceship? Who else?
I played that game. It's great. Did you play?
By the way, you just gave it away for these guys now. Okay, you guys quickly agree with Hans.
I agree with Hans.
I'm not doing that. That's not fair.
By the way, did you know that the script for The Dig was actually written by Steven Spielberg? They wanted to turn it into a movie.
Yeah.
So.
No, we didn't know. It was Hans that got that one, mate. That's fair, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know.
At least we're not talking about the movie. The movie was I'm sorry, it was so unbelievable. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, true, man.
So many things went on in that game, that movie, that I sat there going like, no, that would never happen. No, that would never happen. No, that would never happen.
The game it's a freaking classic, man. That game. So.
Wow.
Lucas did his best.
Good question.
All right, the last question, which I thought was the easier one, but maybe it wasn't. What weapon in the PC game Half-Life 2 allows the player to pick up and manipulate objects?
The portal gun.
Gravity gun.
Gravity gun. Oh, shit. No.
Portal, gravity.
Grav gun.
Don't know.
Hans, you know anything?
No, passing. Don't know.
All right.
Oh, it's not the portal gun, it's the gravity gun. Oh, no.
0 point.
Yep, the
energy
answer is gravity
field.
gun. Ding, 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 ding.
No.
And
I
Matt,
love
as usual,
Half-Life.
gets one all by himself.
I love Half-Life. I'm disgusted with myself.
I was thinking of the portal gun, and then I was like, nah. I'm gonna say
Portal
something.
gun.
Imagine if you guys get Jeopardy, the game Jeopardy over there? Probably not. Right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people know the game, so you can imagine Trev being on Jeopardy and the final question, and he's got $25,000 won, and here's the final question. He bets it all and goes, no!
I said it too quickly. I should have taken my time because I don't even know if the portal gun's in Half-Life or it just in Portal the game. I think it comes in later on.
I thought it came from it, didn't it? Yeah.
Been way too long since played that game, so I wouldn't have known anyway. So
I would have tied with bloody Matt as well. Up yours, Matt. Yeah, you well played.
Skinny arms.
We need to get him a little crown. He'll never.
so we
live
all
it
have
down
2
that
points,
much.
and I guess
Yeah,
we all win.
Yeah, there we go.
Technically. So you're all tied. You're all first, sort of. Oh, what?
No, I only get the first question right.
Did you?
The second one only
I
Hans
didn't
got
get.
right.
Yeah, I didn't get that one right.
True.
Unless it
that's
was
true.
a banana. Was it a banana?
So Matt did. No, we all got the first one. Matt's won. I think Matt won it.
It doesn't matter.
2.
There's no
2
prize
All our
anyway.
fans out there that are listening.
It doesn't matter. The Extreme Gaming Podcast quiz does not. What the hell? I mean, we need to take this up.
That's
next
what
year.
losers say.
What doesn't matter? I didn't say that.
I did. It doesn't matter because
you
we don't
did.
win
I was gonna
anything.
say, who said that?
Me. We don't win anything. So
Well,
Yes, but our
What?
fans are
We
expecting.
don't?
no, there you go. See, Matt agrees.
Come out.
I tell you what, I'll give you a copy of Fallout London. How's that?
Oh yeah, I've
And
already
it's
got that. You can buy me a new ship and Star Citizen. There we go.
It's great. I'll
yeah,
just download and go here.
there you go. There's the files. That was a good laugh. The better questions where you're actually giving us a chance this time. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that kind of wraps it up for this episode. We will be back again, of course, next week. Thanks, everybody, for listening. And remember, subscribe,
Like,
put the thumbs up,
do the bell thing.
the bell, and anything else you can think of
Jiggle
that
your
makes it
bits.
bigger. We'll be just
Everything.
fine.
Yeah.
Everything.
Slap it all on there.
Just start going like this.
Yeah,
and,
smash
it's
it on
all
the
done.
counter.
Just tap everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks much, boys. So we will all say goodbye. Everybody wave and say bye.
Bye.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.